Hey, it's DocHollyHealth. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing yoga abs. I love yoga for abs because the cueing, all the planks, just get that solid core stability. It gets all 4 layers of the core working in tandem to support our body to get a nice looking core, but hey, that's not why. It's really so that we can move functionally. Our core is our stability system so that all our dynamic movements during the day, reaching, grabbing, twisting, we're not gonna hurt anything. We're not gonna hurt our back because we're stable and we're strong. So modify as needed, listen to your body. You should not feel any core exercise in your back at all because you should feel it in your core and squeeze your butt. So let's get started in how I teach a plank pose. So that high plank pose, I'm gonna tell you to spread your fingers out to keep the index finger straight. Before we even step back, I like to put a cat in my shoulder blades. What does that mean? I'm gonna spread my shoulder blades apart. That's gonna work our serratus. Don't worry about that if you don't know what that is. And then scoop your belly button up and in like an ice cream scoop. So that's gonna round through the core and get all 4 layers like we were talking about. And then you're gonna step back, maintaining the scoop, maintaining pushing your shoulder blades away. But now we're gonna squeeze everything. You're gonna squeeze the inner thighs and thighs. You're gonna squeeze the glutes. Keep this roundedness, shoulders away from the ears, keeping the neck in line with your spine. Now, it's good to keep the shoulders stacked over the wrist or further. The further you are, kind of the harder it is, but you don't want them back here. So keep them at least stacked, if not further, if you have the wrist stability and you're keeping this nice tight hold, front body to back body stability, creating heat, creating strength just by holding. Keep pressing down every index finger, every part of your knuckle into the floor to elevate, ascend away from the mat. We're never dumping weight down. The wrist should not have pressure into them because we're using our strong forearms to hold. 3, 2, 1, lower back into a child's pose. Good job. You can rest your head down, take a deep breath, inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Next inhale, get this mound of hair out of the way. Glide forward, tuck the toes under, scoop in the core, lift up, spread the shoulder blades apart, squeeze everything in. Take the right hand into the center of the mat, come to the outer blade of the right foot, inside of the left, reach the left arm to the sky. Now you're in a side plank. So my shoulders are stacked, my hips are stacked. Again, my biceps spiraling out and I'm pushing my chest away from the floor, lifting up, lift up and away. From here, you can hold or with me, dip the hips down and up. 15, 14, 13, looking up at the left hand, 9, 8, 7, use your glutes. It's also glute stability. I love a side plank. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand now is gonna go to the center. I'm gonna just turn around to my backside instead of flipping around, so sorry about that. Come onto the outer blade of the left, inside of the right, swivel around. Now I'm stacking my right hand to the sky, pushing away with my left hand. You can hold here. I should have said you can even set a bottom knee down if you need a modification. If you want the 3rd round of advanced training, dip the hips and lower back up. 15, 14, squeeze up and in. 13, 12, good, breathe. Should always be able to breathe through it. 10, 9, 8, feel the tension. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right hand down and sit back into a child's pose. Rest. Good job. Completely surrender and send that breath all the way down to the tailbone. Inhale and exhale. Scoop back up to a plank pose. Tuck the toes, lift up, elevate body scan. Make sure you're holding onto everything that you need. Right hand in the middle, outer blade of the right foot, inside of the left arm to the sky. Now you can hold this, you can come under the bottom knee, or with me, you can take this left hand, scoop it underneath your body, come onto both toes, and now I'm square in a plank pose, and then I'm gonna rise up. Woo, yes, we're getting hard today. Scoop under, glutes are tight, core is scooped in. Just so excited, I'm spilling over my words. Keep the shoulder over the wrist. We'll just do 2 more of these. If you're with me, but just go to the point that you can do and keep working on that. It's a process. Good, take the left hand down to the center, outer of the left, in of the right, right hand to the sky, elevate away, scan and squeeze, and pull underneath like you're wrapping underneath your body, threading underneath, back to the sky. 4, you got this. 3, this is what makes us strong in our core. 2, one more time. Release the right hand, come onto the toes, and back into child's pose. Deep breaths, release, surrender, enjoy. Enjoy the release and really let go in between. Good, back to our plank. Woo, next I'm putting in a hair tie. Down on those hands, lift up into a plank, squeeze, scoop in those high planks. Now you can hold this or dip the hips to the side with me, to the right, center, left, center. We're just doing 9 more. Woo, everything's gathering up and in with the core. Squeeze. This is great for handstand strength. Once you want to go there, I am working on it. It's a process, like I said, like everything is. If you want it, you got to be consistent with it. 2. Last one each way. Bada bing, bada boom. Rest back. All right, that was enough of our planks today. Take a big inhale. Exhale, release, and sit up so you're sitting on your heels. Now let's sit to the center of our mat. Roll down, knees to chest, rock side to side. Good, good, good. Now, take the legs into tabletop to 90 degrees. Tuck your chin, roll the shoulder blades off the ground, scoop in the core, and reach for your toes. Hold, like compress and squeeze everything in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release back, rest the shoulder blades. Now we're gonna pulse in and out of that. Reach the hands back up, find the squeeze, and pulse out of it. 15, 14, 13, scoop in. It's all about that mind body. 10, 9, form the connection, stay with it. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs straight out. Let's continue. Scoop everything up. Little pulses. Up and in, squeeze up. Chin stays tucked. There shouldn't be pressure on the neck. If there is, either you're not keeping the chin tuck or your neck's trying to compensate for your core. So you could either take one or both hands behind the head for now, but keep working on using the core. The more strength you have here, the less other things will have to try to compensate. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Round 2, legs straight. Bring those hands forward and reach towards your toes. Kind of flattening the low back against the ground. Keep the glute and core squeezed. Get to that deepest core muscle. Scoop, like an elevator, kind of building up. from the lower to the upper core. You can do it. Almost there. If I can do this in 100-degree humidity, you can do it. 3, 2, oops, come on, I missed that one. Scoop in. Hug your knees and rock side to side. I missed it because I started to push out with my core instead of scoop in, and I want to get that deepest core muscle. If we start to push our core out, then we're kind of building pressure and bearing down on the pelvic floor. That's why I emphasize the scoop. So let me know if you have questions with that, if that makes sense. All right, let's do some hollow body holds and then we'll call it good. What do you say? So this one we can modify by having our feet down, and we can kind of roll back and catch ourselves with our thighs and just hold. This would be the modification, or setting one foot on top of the other, or holding like a boat pose. The one I'm gonna do is a hollow body hold all the way down, Navasana. So you're gonna flatten your low back against the ground, squeeze your thighs, point your toes. You can have the hands here or even harder overhead. I'm gonna keep them here and squeeze. Keep the elevator. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. So if you want more, it's great to do multiple sets of things. So you could repeat this whole entire thing starting with the planks again, 2 or 3 times through. You could just do the ones you like again, or you could come back and do it again tomorrow. Thank you so much for just taking time to come and move and strengthen your core with me. Like I said, the core is so important. Planks are one of my favorites. I know most people hate the plank because, like I said, it builds that full body resiliency in our day-to-day movements, so you can just age really well and just always kind of feel good and strong. So let me know what you think. Subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.